Another round of On the Couch, and this time we're headed down to the Chelsea Gulls, and we've got Tom Burns with us. Thanks for joining us, mate. Big season, inconsistent season more than anything else. And look, to be honest with you, probably at the end of the day, it's going to cost you a spot in the finals, mate.
Yeah, we've been a bit up and down. We've probably had a few guys in and out of the side, which makes it hard to get any sort of continuity. But by the same token, every team's in the same boat, and in the close competition, you've got to bring your A game every week. So.
Well, one of those guys that came in and went out earlier on in the season was an import by the he dubbed him David LeBron.
That was a great one.
Great, yeah.
Another good one.
Yeah. Was that unsettling to have an import for a few weeks and then gone, or did it help the program at the time?
It did. It definitely helped at the time. You have a quality, not just player but guy as well. His ability and the way he worked at training was great. But coming in and out, was difficult on the guys because guys' roles are changing on a weekly basis. So that does make things difficult. But by the same token, that's basketball. You get over it. Move on.
You're probably the best placed person to tell us about the difference between Div 1 and Div 2, considering you've just been promoted, obviously. This is your first season Div 1. Tell us about how different it is.
I think the top end talent of Div 2 is really good. I think each team has an import, or their top 2 or 3 players are great, but then I think it falls away a lot quicker. Where Div 1, I think there's a lot more depth, and you can't afford to load up on one guy, 2 guys, because someone will turn around and buy you. So, and the 7th, 8th, 9th man will come in and he'll give you 10, 15, in 10 minutes, and there's the ball game. So.
I'll take you back to round 16. I think on the show leading into that round, we were talking about the teams that could make it, and we both said, maybe Chelsea, maybe. Heading into round 16, overtime win on the Saturday night over Whittlesea, great win, no doubt the place would have just been pumping. You thought, here we go, maybe we are a chance. Went to Werribee the next day, the classic singlet mix-up game, it'll forever be known as, and went down by a bit. What was the feeling like after that game?
I think guys were pretty disappointed. I think when you lose, you want to feel as though you put your best foot forward, and really came to play. I think we were down 20 odd at halftime, and got it back to 9 at 3/4 time once we actually came out and played better played harder in the third quarter. So you can't afford to give a good team a 20-point head start, and when it's all on the line like that, to do that was pretty disappointing. So.
Well, I suppose coming off last year, you were the finals MVP of against Mornington, in what was a pretty supercharged series from when I was there. What now? How different is it? You were the benchmark last season in Div 2, and now you've come into Div 1 and you're mid-level. Is it a different mindset, I suppose, in terms of how you approached games each week?
I don't think it's a different mindset. I think last year we were fortunate. We had a good side, and we didn't have a massive amount of injuries, and we managed to really develop sort of a solid rotation, and from a weekly basis we really knew what to expect, and I think in finals that really helped us. I think we had guys playing consistently, and in the tough games when you get tired, that really helps. This week we haven't really been able to develop that sort of continuity, so the team that we started with at the start of the year, I think at the moment we have 6-7 guys out from that original 12. So, but that's an opportunity. Other guys have stepped up in their place, and you, like I said, you can't complain. You just play. So,
Tell us a little bit about the junior program at Chelsea, because over the last few years the club has dabbled a little bit with some youth teams and trying to get that whole junior program and feeder system in place. What's happening with the junior program down there at the moment? Because no doubt it's a club that needs to be developing these players to come through into the senior ranks in future years.
The juniors appear to be doing quite well. The under 20s I think is training before us, and a couple of those kids are training with us as well. And I think there's a couple that, had they not had school commitments, probably would be playing. I think there's a few doing year 12. But the kids appear to be coming through, and we get great support from the juniors as well. We had the under 12s, I think, in the rooms last Saturday night, and they probably need to block their ears a little bit at times, but they're in there supporting, and they're making plenty of noise from the bench, and so it's great to see, and a bit of a family atmosphere, I suppose. With the young kids running around, and everyone wanting to be a part of it. So.
Yes or no? Is it a better club without Mark Perotta there?
No comment.
We're only having fun, don't worry about that. Perotta would be expecting that right between the eyes. Bang. Division 1.
Who's your tip?
Yeah, love it.
Pretty hard to go past Warrnambool. I think they've got size over pretty much everyone and experience, although Geelong is still going to be pretty tough as well, especially if they get home court advantage.
And if the pigskin kicker plays,
the
footballer himself, Jason Reardon, he needs to be out
He
there.
misses a couple of games of footy and steps it up in finals, then we'll be in trouble.
What about MVP in D1 men? Because you get to this end of the year, all of a sudden you start thinking about those personal awards out there as well. Who do you think will win the MVP?
I think the imported Warrnambool, Cam Mitchell.
Yeah. Oh, as we know him, the Green Lantern.
Yes,
the Green
that's
Lantern.
right.
He's pretty consistent, and he's not flashy, but he really just gets the job done. So, which you want from a star player, I suppose.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now, wait till he catches up with you, Cal, now that you've dubbed him the Green Lantern.
loves it.
Oh, yeah, he loves that name. Don't worry about that. Hey, Tom, well done on a terrific season. Inconsistent season for the team down there, Chelsea Gulls. Looks like you're going to unfortunately miss out, but no doubt that first season up, D2 to D1, I think Chelsea are in for a pretty good future coming up, and look out for them next season in D1, man. I'm sure you'll be right up there. Thanks for joining us on the couch.
Thanks, Tom.
See you next time.
I want you come on over.